He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mountaineers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out
turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Makes the grab down the middle. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Trying to run, it's Lewis. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Line out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs out of the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The shot to Fleer's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The run inside. It's Roberts. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. We win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Running inside, it's Lewis. There's some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, App State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Barber. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Makes the catch. stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Finds his man. It's Courtney. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the shot that clears are marching down the field. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The shot that clears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
This drive facing a little adversity now. Makes the catch. It's Courtney. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This drive will open from the 15. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's Memphis in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now back to your game on the surf turf. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I did check in with Coach Beard at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Okay, Holly. Maybe a crease. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. That's caught. It's English. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barber. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the shot that clears will punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. The run inside, it's Lewis. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Right back to the well. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their...
Running inside. It's Roberts. Now they...
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. There's a crease. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barber. That's caught. It's Courtney. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The shot that clears are rolling down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready. Black 14. Go.
Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Barber. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They get to him as he throws. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger.